Tracy here. So I wanted to share another message that I received from my guide. So before I went into meditation, abundance and money was kind of on my mind. I know that I'm preparing for a leap into something. And I know I've known for years that I'm headed this way. It's part of my path, and I've asked, I can feel it building, and it's about time. And I told the universe, I'm ready. Open the doors, guide the path, allow me to walk through it, and I'll take whatever leap you want me to do, as crazy as it may seem. However, my ego, my brain gets in the way, and it's like, but what are we going to do for money? How are we, and I start losing some of that faith just by being, human, because it makes sense. So I had a little trouble getting into meditation, but once I did, because I didn't really want to focus on that in meditation today, but once I did, I was taken to a bog, and it was all green. It was heavy, dense green trees, green water with the algae. It was so thick with green, like even the air was kind of green and particles, and I'm like, oh, it's nice, but it's really heavy. And green, money is green. Also, heart. The heart chakra is represented by the color green. And, so I'm sitting there, and I just realized, or I'm recognizing that it's showing me that abundance is everywhere. Abundance is all around us. And then I threw a pebble into the stone into the water to see what would happen. And of course it rippled and moved. And I got, you're the only one that's able to block your flow of abundance. Which is true, because we're energy. We have to allow the flow in. If we don't, then it dams up and we can't allow the flow of energy in. And so I pulled a card after meditation. I do my morning cards, and I, wanted the card for that particular that image and what it represents. And I got generosity. So what that represents is we're all one. And so when we feel abundant in some area of our life, it's not just money, abundant with time, abundant with love. And the more we give that out, the more we receive that back. So, and then it's also related again to the heart chakra. We're here to be of service and to love and to share and give our gifts and talents. And this has been kind of a theme for me that I keep getting, even though I keep getting in my head about it, I keep getting, give with love. Don't worry about the monetary, just give with love. And the abundance will flow in, because you're coming from the place of source for the higher good and service, and to share with others your gifts. So the message, the overall message of the vision and what, the guidance for today is, it's everything. We're completely abundant. Everything is abundance, because everything is energy. Money's energy, time is everything is just energy. We are energetic beings. So the more we want to experience that energy in our lives, we have to trust that we're able to freely give that energy. And that doesn't mean if you're wanting to manifest more money to go out and just throw your money, but to know that money flows in, money flows out, and it's okay to give if you're called to give, and trust that it's going to come back to you. So while I don't know how my next step is, is going to play out, I know that I have to give with love and purpose, because it's something that's important and dear to my heart, and I've been told that it's part of my path, and to give, and it's of service, And I have to really embrace that part and trust that the more I give from my heart, that the abundance flows in, because I'm the only one that can block that by getting in my head. So are you, so is this person and this person. So it's really recognizing that we are the energy beings that co-create with the universe, and the universe wants to give us everything that we want, but it can only give us our energy at that moment. So a lot of times, sometimes we're more energetic, but we get in our own heads and we just kind of block what's going. And it's when we release. If you look back at like big things in your life that you want, and you push, and when you finally say, ugh, whatever, if I get it, I get it. And that's when it's able to flow in, because you've released that resistance. So as you go about your day and you're wanting to invite other manifestations and abundance into your life, recognize you already have that. And the more you give with service and a kind, loving heart, the more that things will come in to help you reach where you want to go. And it might not show up, say you want money, it might not show up as money. If you want a trip to go do this thing and be of service and volunteer, it might not be that Spirit sends you stuff the way you think you're going to receive it. It's being open to know that abundance can come through anyone in any way, because and I keep going back to the money, because that's just when people think of abundance. But abundance is anything, the love, but like your career or your job, that's just one avenue that Spirit sends you money. And we've been conditioned and trained to think that's the main way. And I've started telling myself my abundance flows in unexpected and unusual ways, to allow that in and not be tied into something that might not resonate and might not be something I want to give my time and energy to. So you are the co-creator. Recognize everything is your abundance, and try not to focus on the specific way you might receive that abundance, but focus on just love and service and sharing your gifts and talents. And the more we give with love and do things with love, so say you're really good at art or writing, the more we do the things we love without expecting something in return, that's when the magic flows in. That's when the abundance comes in. Someone will feel the love that you put into your offering, and you never know what doors will open and where you're going to go. So as you go about your day, quit focusing on where you're going to go, what you're going to do, how it's going to work out. That's out of your hands. Just focus on giving with your heart and your soul, and stepping into your talents and why you're here, and offering what you have to offer with love, and just kind of see how things start opening up and where you kind of go from there. But I really hope this message resonated and helps you in some way. And please, if you've got any questions or need anything, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and thank you. And hopefully I'll get a good message for tomorrow to share with you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.